Shelby ended up beaming with joy.
Range Wilson.
It was spring 2008, and I had managed to build up a very healthy poker bankroll. With visions of the World Series of Poker dancing in my head, I caught up on the latest gossip from 2+2. It turned out one of my online pals, whose nickname was Suzzer, was hosting a house party in nearby Redondo Beach. I got in touch with him, and he told me he would be happy to add me to the guest list. In the meantime, I headed out one night to get some dinner at a local sushi bar. I struck up a conversation with the sushi chef and ended up mentioning my computer software background. The sushi chef immediately excused himself and returned a few minutes later with a business plan. He explained that a Chinese friend of his needed a white male as a figurehead CEO for his startup software company. I was familiar with that kind of situation because of my experience with a tutoring startup in Hollywood. Once again, white male privilege was doing its best to give me free money. I felt like I owed it to myself to take a look at the business plan. As it turned out, I could not make any sense of it at all. That made my decision an easy one. I would decline the free money and continue to forge my own road through life. When the day of Suzzer's party arrived, I headed over to Redondo Beach. Even though Suzzer had arranged the party through 2+2, it turned out it had nothing in particular to do with poker. I spent most of my time there chatting with an attractive single mom named Amber and her daughter Shelby, who had grown up with Suzzer as a surrogate uncle. Shelby was 15 years old and had just gotten her learner's permit. At one point, Shelby convinced one of Amber's friends to take her to a nearby parking garage to practice her driving. When they returned, I asked Amber's friend how Shelby had done. When he gave her a thumbs up, I led the room in a huge round of applause. Shelby ended up beaming with joy. I thought back to my own teenage years, remembering just how good it feels to drive a car yourself for the very first time. Unfortunately, Suzzer himself had forgotten one very important lesson about driving. He had decided to drive down to the corner store to get some snacks and invited Shelby to join him. When Amber told me where they had gone, I said, "Suzzer's been drinking heavily for hours." Amber got pretty fired up about that situation. When Suzzer and Shelby got back, Amber lit into him. At first, Suzzer tried to shrug it off, saying he had only driven a couple of blocks. But Amber told him he was missing the point. He should not have put Shelby in any kind of danger, no matter how small. He also should not have normalized the idea of Shelby getting into a car with an intoxicated driver. Even though Suzzer was the host of the party and part of my crew, I felt like I had to back up Amber. Soon enough, Suzzer realized the error of his ways and apologized to both Amber and Shelby. Fortunately, it did not take long for everyone to get back to having a good time. As the party wound down, Amber and myself made a point of sobering up completely before hitting the road. Amber, Shelby, and myself were the last three to leave. We made plans to get together again soon. But it turned out they lived hours away from Skipper Bob's house, and we never did figure out a way to reconnect. Amber and Shelby, if you are out there somewhere, I hope you are doing well. You gave me the chance to behave like a mature, responsible adult for once in my life. In fact, I got to thinking that maybe I should behave that way all the time. But then I decided to strike a compromise. Tune in next time to find out what happened when I got a lap dance from a random hottie. Until then, regular viewers, please like, comment, and/or share. New viewers, please click the icon to subscribe, the playlist to catch up on my life videos, or watch a video that YouTube has picked for you personally. My name is Range Wilson, and I'll see you next time.